When our loved ones are going through tough times, problems at home, loss, illness, divorce, it can be really hard to know what to say and what not to say.
Here to help us find the right words of comfort, the author of the highly acclaimed book, More Beautiful Than Before, and the senior rabbi of Wilshire Boulevard Temple in Los Angeles, Steve Leder. And a happy Passover to you, Rabbi.
Thank you so much. Happy
Thank
holidays
you for
to both of
being
you.
here.
Honored to be here.
It's so important to talk about what we can say, but also when it's best to say nothing at all. So the first question is, what should we do when we are enjoying a success, something good is going on in our life, but we see a friend struggling?
Something we were experiencing today.
Yes. Well, look, no one has it all, and this is a problem we all face. You know, you're married, your friend is single. You have children, your friend is struggling with infertility. You have money, your friend doesn't. Your parents are alive, your friend's parents aren't alive. No one has it all. And I think that's an important thing to remember when you're the one who feels this apparent lack is, you know, there's an old story about people in a village filling a suitcase with all of their problems, and everyone puts the suitcases in the village square, and then every citizen of the town gets the opportunity for a week to go through everyone else's problems and suitcases, and guess which suitcase everyone takes home with them? Their own. Yeah. Because no one has it all, and I think that's the important thing to say, and I think you want to encourage your friend to and say, look, if you take a large look at your own life, you have a lot of blessings. Counting your blessings is so important because let me tell you something. It's hard to be depressed when you're grateful.
It's very true.
And there's always something you can be grateful
Many
for,
things.
sure.
So our next question has to do with parenting. What do we say if we disagree with one of our child's friends, the way that they're being raised, the values that they're raised in?
So important. First of all, be judgmental.
Judgmental.
Be judgmental. You are the parent. Be judgmental. Do not rely on some other family or pop culture to be the moral exemplar for your own child. Be judgmental. Now,
I never thought I'd hear Rabbi Steve say that.
let's fill this out a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Your child comes home and tells you some terribly racist joke. Or some terribly sexist joke. You have to weigh in. That is not appropriate.
Now, that's an easy thing, though.
We're going to get to the more complex. That is not appropriate. That's not what our family believes. I don't want to hear it again. It's disrespectful. You have no problem weighing in on those issues.
Right.
Now, when it's a little more nuanced, let's say your child comes home from some family that overly indulges their child. This kid's spoiled rotten. This kid suffers from gross excess. And your child wants to suffer from gross excess, too. You have to weigh in. You cannot rely on pop culture or Instagram to give your child values. Now, what's the risk? The risk is your child's going to go back to that other child's home and say, my mommy thinks your mommy has bad values.
Right. And then that mommy is going to get mad.
Too bad.
Because what we have at stake with our children is more important.
Far more important.
We don't want to let you go.
No, but we have to.
We have to. Wait, let's just quickly, can you quickly, if you're worried about your kids experimenting with drugs or alcohol, what do you say?
And what don't you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I think, first of all, show. And by show, don't tell. Show your child where this can go. I'm in favor of a little bit of scared straight. Take your child to a rehab center. Take your child to a prison or a jail. Let him or her see where this road goes and just how dark it can be.
Can you do that? Can you just go to it?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. They're glad to help. Number two, when I say show, think about your behavior and what you're showing your own children. What is your behavior vis-a-vis drugs and alcohol? And do you need to make some changes, right? And I think that once you move then past that, I think we have to look at the most serious issue, which is children who are beyond normal experimentation, children who are cutting, children who are really heavily into drugs or alcohol. They are self-medicating a very deep core wound, and you have to get to that core wound. You have to get them help. Let me tell you something. If we took our children's mental health in this country as seriously as we take their soccer, we would be raising a happier, healthier generation of children who will become a happier, healthier generation of adults.
We have to get rid of that stigma.
So
that's the problem.
True. Yeah. We want you to stay forever.
I'm here.
Rabbi Leder's book, More Beautiful Than Before. If you're interested in it, which I am, head to today.com/shop.